What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled You Can Be Cool and Competent. It's kind of approached as if it's an either or. If you cool, you can't be competent, and if you're competent, you can't be cool. But that's not true. Two things can be true. All it is you may be strong. Your strong suit may be being cool, but you'll have to work at being more competent. Or your strong suit may be being competent, but you might have to work at being cool. And I see there's always a pushback from either side, because there's a downside to this. Like, people who are cool, right? Normally they're not competent, and they rest on being cool. Now, when you're young and younger, cool can get you over the top because there's really no responsibilities. But as you age, cool starts to look really stupid, really immature, really childish when you're not competent. When you can't function in actual day-to-day life, in a private setting. You know how they say, I want a lady in the streets but a freak in the sheets? You want somebody who's cool in the streets but is competent in life. And a lot of times cool people aren't competent in life, and they start to be an aggravation because they're too old to be that immature, and that they're socially inept at being competent, and they're highly intelligent at being cool. But after a while, this is commerce, this is trade, this is about production. As an adult, if you're not producing anything, people are looking at you like, I can't. Cool ain't gonna do nothing for this equation, right? Now, when you're in a social setting, it works. Same thing when you're competent. When you're competent at a young age, you're not gonna be looked at as cool because you're looking at responsibility. You're competent because you're preparing yourself for responsibilities, or you're handling responsibilities at a young age. And when you're young, responsibility isn't cool. It's irresponsibility that's cool. So as you grow older, you might you grow in being more and more competent. And what winds up happening is you don't know how to interact in social settings like that, but you know how to handle your business. So then, to a degree, you're socially inept or socially awkward because you never cultivated actually being cool, or letting your hair hang down. I'm saying, I don't know how to say it right because I ain't got hair. Whatever. So you have this issue, and then people, well, you're not cool enough, you're not fun to be around, blah blah blah. But they always come back asking you for help. So it's like you're productive, so you have a use in life regardless if you're cool or not. But when cool people need a tutor on being competent, and competent people need a tutor on being cool, right? In both factions, if you on both sides of that, on one side of that coin or other, have pushback. Because when the cool people have to learn how to be competent from somebody who's competent, they are marginalized them. They're dismissive of them. You beneath me kind of type attitude, because I'm cooler than you. So what? I don't pay my bills on time. I'm cooler than you. So what? I don't wash clothes and fold clothes. I'm cooler than you. So what? I don't wash dishes because I'm too cool, but I use paper plates everywhere because I'm so cool. I'm cooler than you. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm so cool. And, okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Uh-huh. Guess what? You gonna, cool ain't don't pay the bills. Now I can teach you how to be more competent so you can make your life easier, and you can grow and thrive and be and have a good life down the line, because I promise you can't retire on cool, right? But there's that pushback because cool people think they're better than competent people. And then on the flip side of that, competent people think they're better than cool people. It's like, dress like this. I'm not dressing like that. You look like a clown. Like, why would I just? That doesn't even make sense. Why would I even? I'm gonna walk like this. This is stupid. What? So why am I gonna say that to them? Just say it. No, that don't even sound right. You don't make sense right now. It's cool. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. And competent people don't understand that, part of being cool is not making sense. It's just going with the flow and feeling some shit and saying it, right? And doing it. So that's the problem. Like, you can be both though. Like, you can be cool and you can be competent. You can have a regimen and you could be cool. The thing about it is, in the process, a lot of people don't accept one thing. You have to accept who you are first and then build on that. Okay, so if you're a cool person, you have to accept, this is who I am, but I'm going to have to be competent in my cool way. If you're a competent person, this is who I am, but I'm going to have to be cool in my competent way. I have to do you can't break out of your comfort zone in that type of sense. You have to work within your comfort zone to get to the other side. That's the same thing with the trilogy of mind, body, soul. You have to be in alignment with who you are. You can't. If you let the outside influence your inside, you never be right. But if you let your inside show on the outside, you'll be just fine, because you're comfortable in the spaces you go, because it's you wherever you go. So this is the issue, right? Because, like I said, I remember when the guys was mad when Uncle Kevin Samuels was trying to tell him to step up their appearance issues. I remember when I forgot the brother's name, when he was telling the brothers, swag ain't gonna save you. Like, and brother, man, I get more women than you. I get more sex than you do. It's like, okay, all right, you gonna get more sex than me, but you gonna be living out of a paper, out of a garbage bag. Is it really worth it? You know what? Because there's numerous brothers who tell you how to get money, and sisters. Like Erica Williams, she does the same thing. I was about to say the brain trust, but it's not the brain trust. Sub-Zero, when he was trying to help people, learn IT. People doesn't, but he got people gravitate to him. Or gravitate to him. They didn't it didn't stop. But this idea that you can't be both is part of the problem. This is what life is about. It's not necessarily about abundance all the time. It's about mastery of self. And to master yourself, you got to know where you're lacking and what you're deficient in, and you got to build that up. You got to keep your strengths and build on your strengths, but you got to make your weaknesses your strengths also. So if you're cool and that's your strength, and competence is a weakness, you got to, make that weakness a strength. So if you're competent and that's your strength, but you're not that cool, you got to work on it to make being cool your strength. And I've always talked about it. I refer to like Napoleon Dynamite, if anybody remember that. He was a nerd in school, but he was comfortable in his own skin because in that farming world, he was king. So he was cool. He was comfortable with being Napoleon wherever he went. You get what I'm saying? Because he's like, I know I'm productive. I know I'm good. I'm functional, and I know what I'm doing here. And he was comfortable in his own skin, and that's the thing. Before you can get before you can get comfortable outside of your comfort zone, you gotta first get comfortable in your own skin. So you can't just skip that part. So I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.